Well, hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing fantastically well. It's Connor, and we're back here with another video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I know you guys are enjoying the content, but please check out even more. We've got loads on the channel, loads on the Patreon, merchandise, all available now. Link in the description below. The quality is quality. So make sure you check all that good stuff out, everybody. We'll have Euros stuff. We'll have bits throughout the summer, relative merchandise where you can get your kit on and get over to the Algarve or Ibiza and enjoy it with one Leeds all over you. So yeah, really quality stuff, everybody, and always relevant to the club as well. So let's get into the video topic today. So what I wanted to discuss today is free agents, which I think is a real good market that Leeds United can get involved in. The synopsis of this is, look, yeah, you're going to have to pay out for wages, but you've probably got good Championship or former Premier League players who you can get up for a free transfer, and you can dive into it when it comes to the plunge, when it comes to a wage structure as well, which Leeds will have set aside at the beginning of the season, probably when Jordan Miles came in. And I fully expect Jordan Miles to have like a list of free agents that Leeds United can exploit. We have to be a little bit more intelligent this window, obviously with parachute payments reducing to 18% next year from the 18% downwards, reduction, I should say, to what it was last season. So, yeah, I'd fully expect him to be looking at this, the loan market, and obviously the transfer market. But there is some good quality free agents there that you can really compete with in terms of a vision, but you can also compete with in terms of a wage structure that Leeds United still will have a healthy one-off. It also depends on how Leeds get rid of these players. That's why Chris Somerville, we know, is going to go, get rid of him early so we can get a nice little wage structure there when it comes to a transfer budget. We can plummet some of it into the wage budget, as I've just mentioned, so then we can get some of the free agents as well. It doesn't always have to be your big signings, your big transfer outlays, which I think Leeds need to be a little bit more intelligent on. Wage structure is key for loans and free agents. I know it is for transfers, but you know, free agents and loans is one of the primary things. So yeah, so I'm hoping that Leeds are going to be doing this business really early, really aggressively. And from Parag's interview, you've kind of got that insinuation that Leeds will be doing that. So my number one pick, and this is an alternative, really. I don't think, and this is number one, it's not, you know, as in when I say one, it's one off. But what I want you guys to do is appreciate me actually coming up with these signings, because what happens is, you know, everybody, this research that I do, and I do this for a few hours, you know, and I look at the positives and negatives, people will just slam me for it. And it's fine, getting a bit of criticism. Football's subjective, as I always say, but they never offer their own alternatives. They just criticise you. So here we go. So Cedric Kipre is my first sort of free agent that I will be looking at. The guy's not on high wages whatsoever. He's played 44 times for West Bromwich Albion this season. He's played all across the back four, aside from left back. He's played left centre-back, right centre-back, right back, and has arguably been West Bromwich Albion's best defender this season. He's been absolutely impeccable, a monster at the back, very quick, off the turn, a good reading of the game as well, strong, athletic, and would give us a real presence from set pieces. Tick, 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 tick. And I genuinely believe if Roron's not achievable, this one should be a signing that Leeds should go after. We're not too good for Kipre because he's been part of a West Bromwich Albion side that has finished below us. He was part of a real resolute structure that West Bromwich Albion went through in a large part of the season, which was strong, and which was the bedrock of their team, really, to exploit teams on the offensive as well. They were good at the back for large periods of the season. I'd like Kipre. I think it'd be a really good addition. Staying on the setback theme, it is Tosin Adarabioyo. Now, we will remember him, obviously, from the championship campaign with Fulham, but he's always been a really, really good ball-playing centre-back, obviously previously at Manchester City, someone who reads the game really well. Once again, someone who, in my opinion, would literally give Leeds an unbelievable advantage from set pieces. And I think set pieces is something that we need to focus on with Leeds, because we're absolutely tragic, I think, attacking them, but defending them as well towards the back end of the season. Since Pascal Strout went out of the side, we had absolutely no points of advantage from that side of things. We might as well just give the ball back to the opposition. That has to be improved on when it comes to delivery, but also execution inside the box. I don't think it was Joe Rodon's strength, but to be fair to him, Joe Rodon was the only one in the box who could head the ball, so he'd get tripled up in the box. So I think having someone like Tosin in there, he's already got interest from lower Premier League clubs, so wait and see how that develops. It might not come to fruition, but I think that's a really, really good one to add. And I think Leeds have to add another centre back. They just have to do it. And if Joe Rodon can't be the man, he was so important this year that we need someone who can play across that back two on the left, on the right, of which Tosin and Cedric Kipre both can do. So I think they're really, really interesting points. As I've just mentioned before, Adarabioyo has also played right back. He's played left back. He can play in a back three, obviously can play in a back four, and it's that versatility. And setbacks nowadays being picked up And I remember Fulham picking Tosin up for 2 million quid. Picking them up for a cheap value at a good age is something, or no value, is something that really can be checked off as a top window if you're able to do it right. You know, I think that free agent market will be lovely for Leeds United to look at and exploit. Now, there's one that I wanted to speak on as well in terms of this season, and it is Che Adams. He would be a wow signing. Right now, I think he's a workhorse. I've always been speaking about Che Adams, but there's a bit of an arrogance within the fan base that we're too good for Che Adams. I've never understood that whatsoever. Leeds love a workman-like player. That's exactly what Che Adams is. Sometimes has problems with injury, but his record this season when he's been on the pitch for Southampton has been unbelievable. The partnership that he's had with Adam Armstrong hasn't been as poignant at all. And when Shea's been out of the side, and Southampton fans up and down the country will tell you that Che Adams was so important for them this season. So as Leeds fans, we can't be too good for this. If he's very, very good for Southampton, then he can be very, very, very good for Leeds United. Now, the only stipulation with Che is that there are other clubs looking at him. It's murmured that it's going to be Wolves. It's murmured that it's going to be Everton. Obviously, if these clubs go for Tosin, going for Kipre, and going for Che, we have no say on it. We have absolutely no say on it. But if they don't, and this is going to go on and on and on through the summer, and some of these players don't actually pick a club, Leeds United is a very, very attractive option, If we can offer a decent wage packet, if we're able to move certain players on, we're able to funnel our money and our profit into the wage structure. Listen, you'd be daft to not at least look at Leeds United and consider, the option there, in my personal opinion. I think, another individual who I've been looking at, and we've mentioned previously that the right back option is something that Leeds have to look at, in my opinion, because I want Archie back into central midfield, is previously linked Ben Johnson. Now, Ben Johnson was actively kept on by West Ham in terms of like another viable option for them. But in terms of the free agent market, that is a top addition. Once again, a good age, a pacey fullback, someone who can offer an overlap, someone who is strong when it just comes to that defensive rear guard as well, someone who's disciplined, someone who's had a really, really good reputation but hasn't fulfilled it yet. And that is the perfect come down to the Championship to be able to revitalise your career, a la Joe Rodon. But if we are to move Archie back centrally with Anthony, which I think we should do, I think that is an absolutely top option. I don't think his wages will be through the roof as well. All of these players, barring maybe Tosin, Adarabioyo, have a very, very affordable outlook for Leeds United. Guys, really interested to hear what you think. Listen, these are players that I think could be realistic for Leeds. I think they'd be good additions at Championship level. If you don't agree, let me know in the comment section below. This is all free agent based, by the way. We might look at doing something loan structure-wise as well a little bit later on when we know what loan players are going to be available. But let me know what you think in the comment section below, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been Connor, and I will see you on the other side. Cheers.